now, Mike's Thoughts. What's up, Man Hour Nation? I like to start today off by the morning shocked, as always. But I want to emphasis of today of, you know what, every life that is ever lost, it sucks, right? I mean, it sucks that a life was lost. But at the end of the day, you know, I don't know what to say. But today's morning shocked is the tweet by Adam Schefter that was out. That was early Saturday morning that came out, and it's basically was announcing that Dwayne Haskins has lost his life at the age of 24 years old. Like I said, a life being lost sucks, but there was outrage of this tweet. Basically, Adam Schefter said, "Hey, he lost his life, but he was struggling in the NFL." Basically, what it came down to, and there were athletes out there saying that this is a disgrace. We didn't need to hear that he was struggling in the NFL. Yada yada yada, and they go on and on and on about it. But let's just be honest. There was truth in that tweet. He did struggle in the NFL. And when you look at it, when you look at news posts, when you look at blogs, when you look at other forms of media that is out there that was talking about the death of Dwayne Haskins, like I said, which totally sucks. They said the same thing. They literally said the same thing. I mean, a tweet, you have what, 1,000 characters just to say what you got to say, or it's 250, right? You get what you say, but you have to condense it down. Now, in these blogs, they have endless amount of characters that like they can write. And one particular news story that I read literally said the same exact thing that Adam Schefter said, but they go into detail of Dwayne Haskins' NFL life, right? His stats, his first win in Week 12 in 2019, being released from the team, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So for everybody to be bashing Adam Schefter about all this stuff and saying he should retire, my man BC Combs said he should retire in our group chat. He is well over his prime, past his stuff, and he has definitely crossed the line. Calm down. I mean, at the end of the day, the news was out there. We all know that he unfortunately was a struggling NFL player. Did it have to be said? No. I mean, it did not. But it was said. Move on it. And when let's say I was to overdose on some drugs. Like I was on a meth binge and I overdosed on meth, right? They're going to say Michael Buckeiser died such and such date, and they're going to give a little backstory, right? Basically of like what happened. What is the difference between that and, tweeting it or whatever? Like, just, I want people to pump the brakes a little bit. Pump the brakes on the whole Adam Schefter thing. I know Lamar Jackson, and he went in on it, and there was a bunch of other athletes that followed suit, right? I get it, guys. I get it. He was a brother of the NFL. He was a teammate. He was a good guy. He was a great guy from what I hear, right? But come on. It's time to calm down on it. It's time to calm down on it.
Time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. Why I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Combs. You know who's coming to the stage. Sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go.
You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the court. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're out the dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut you short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live all through your speakers, go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckhouse here with the Man Hour. Be sure to head over to manhourradio.com and check out the merchandise page. We got the fresh new Beastie merch over there. We got the Team Buck merch over there. Of course, we got the Man Hour logo merch right there. As you see, the nice little man logo right there. Nice, fresh new merch over there, guys, at manhourradio.com. Of course, we got the blog section. We got the breaking news section. And of course, we got the trash talk groups over there as well. But also coming this week, I've been tweaking with the old website like a tad bit, and all the clips now are going to be on the website. So if you want to see something about the Buffalo Bills, you head over to manhourradio.com, click on the clips, and bada bing, bada boom, right there is Buffalo Bills clips that we've had the whole year that the Man Hour's been around. You want the Kansas City Chiefs? Boom, right there. You want some Major League Baseball stuff? Boom, right there it is. Everything that's a touch of your fingertips, guys, right there over at manhourradio.com. So if you guys are new here at youtube.com/manhour, we are live every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. East Coast time, 6 a.m. East Coast time, right here on the morning show. This is a live interactive show, so I see all your chats, I see your comments, I see the text messages, I see all that stuff, and it's something that we want to talk about. I will bring it up and we will discuss it. And of course, guys, we got all the games that we have on here. Coming in here about a half hour, we got way or no way, ain't no time for that. What the factor crap and would you rather? And today's being Tuesday, so that means we ain't got no time for that. That is going to be very, very exciting. Of course, we're going to talk to Beastie Brandon Combs at 7:15 here on hour number 2 on the Man Hour. And we're going to talk some Tyrann Mathieu. Apparently, he is not happy that the Kansas City Chiefs did not want him. So we'll talk about that a little bit. But let's get this show started off right on the Detroit Lions side of the ball. So, guys, if you do not know, the Detroit Lions have the number 2 overall pick in this year's 2022 NFL draft. And a reporter flat out asked Dan Campbell yesterday at a press conference, are you going to draft a quarterback? Now, I do not have the direct quote in front of me by any means, but he basically he did not give a direct answer. So he said Jared Goff is our guy, and we like Jared Goff, but if a quarterback falls to us at the right pick, yada, 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 we are going to draft that guy, right? So basically he is saying that he knows what he's doing in the draft room. He understands that, hey, I might need a quarterback in a year or two. I might need him now. Hell, I might need him 5 years from now. So I'm not going to show my cards by any means to anybody out there. But if a quarterback falls to us at a said position, we are going to draft that quarterback. So when I started prepping for the show early this morning, I pulled up the Detroit Lions draft picks for the 2022 season. They had the 2nd overall pick, the 34th, 66th, 97th, 180th, and 216th draft picks this particular year. There was one more in there that I missed earlier. I think it was like 88th or something to that effect. But these are the notable first six picks that they have. And then when you look at the quarterbacks that could possibly fall to said teams, right? So my top 4 quarterbacks in this year's draft are Malik Willis, Matt Carroll is number 2, Kenny Pickett is number 3, and Desmond Ridder is the 4th quarterback off of the list. Out of those 4, I think Desmond Ridder will have the best career. But when you look at these picks, if the Detroit Lions draft the quarterback number 2 overall, hell is going to freeze over. You can see my man Luke G boycotting the Detroit Lions and Dr. Detroit and One Pride and like all those guys, they are no longer going to be Detroit Lions fans. Like, so then we started looking at the 34th overall pick. Now, probably from about 20th to early second round, that is when your quarterbacks are going to start to come off the list. Malik Willis, Matt Carroll, Kenny Pickett, and Desmond Ridder. Those are all your first 4 quarterbacks going to come off the, mid to early second round. So mid first round, early second round is when those 4 quarterbacks will come off the board. But then I started looking deeper in the draft, and there is a quarterback that many people are overlooking, right? I had a chance to watch my man Skylar Thompson from Kansas State University for 3 years. Yes, he had injuries, but he is the toughest son of a gun that you will ever meet. So right now on most big boards, Skylar Thomas is number 8 on that list, right? So he is going to fall about 180th, 150th pick right around there, right? As some people has him as high as 88 and then as low as 100 and like 180th. So when I look at the Detroit Lions, they draft number 97. That would be a great pick to get my man Skylar Thompson. Skylar Thompson has Matthew Stafford written all over him. Now, not as far as the productivity and like all this stuff and like how he can, I guess be underrated for many, many years, maybe, but he is a tough son of a gun. He has Detroit written all over him. Skylar Thompson to the Detroit Lions makes perfect sense. I mean, you guys can draft him at 97. He would probably be the 8th or 7th or 8th quarterback off the board, like at that particular point. He has room to grow. He can learn behind Jared Goff for 1, 2, 3 years and then come in and really be that staple in Detroit for many, many years. A Matthew Stafford-esque type of guy. Toughest nails, going to, be there when times get tough and isn't going to jump ship. You saw him go through a big transition at K-State from being a run-first guy to a very pass-happy offense the last 2 years of his career. Like I said, yes, he has injury problems. He got hurt every year that he was with K-State, but they were a very run-happy offense when Bill Snyder was there. When the new coach came in his last 2 seasons, really transcended and really projected Skylar Thompson to be a very professional quarterback. He has a big body, he has a big arm, and he's tough as nails. He has Detroit written all over it. So Skylar Thompson to the Detroit Lions makes perfect sense. So when we look at this, let's say Detroit doesn't draft a quarterback this year. Let's say for whatever reason they're like, no, we don't like any quarterback in this draft whatsoever. We have faith in Jared Goff. We're going to go with Jared Goff this year. We want to put all of our eggs in the Jared Goff basket. They still have 2 first-round picks next year in the 2023 draft. So they don't have to draft a quarterback this year. I mean, the quarterback class is a little bit weak, as most people say. Me looking at film and really dissecting it, I don't like the top 3 as much as like the bottom 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. I think they have the most potential in this draft. So if you don't draft the quarterback in 2022 and 2023, you still have 2 first-round picks. There's going to be a lot of quarterbacks coming out of next year's draft that have really high potential there in the NFL. So Detroit Lions fans, you guys have a lot to look forward to. I mean, what you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 draft picks this year, 2 first rounds next year. Oh, wow. Detroit Lions, you guys are going to have a lot of potential happening for you guys in the next 3 to 5 years here. If I was a Detroit Lions fan, I would be super, super excited. I'm anxious to get my man Luke G on to really talk about him, or to talk about the draft more. I'm going to have him on tomorrow and ask him some of these very same questions here. So, will they draft a quarterback? They can. I like Skylar Thompson from Kansas State, the 8th quarterback off of the big board. This is per Todd McShay. He has him at number 8. I only did the top 5, and Skylar Thompson obviously is not a top 5 quarterback in this year's draft. But Dan Campbell did not give a straight answer, so apparently he knows what he is doing. So the Detroit Lions fans, buckle up for a great, great ride with you guys. Now, let's jump over to the AFC. The Kansas City Chiefs have they have about 7-8 free agents that they have not signed with any team yet. You know, the Kansas City Chiefs have not signed them, and they have not signed with other teams yet. But one of the most notable people that are out there still is the name Tyrann Mathieu, Mr. Honey Badger himself. If you guys don't know, the Honey Badger was a staple of the Kansas City Chiefs defense the last 3 or 4 seasons, right? He was with them with the 2 Super Bowl runs, and then obviously last year. But this offseason, he said he wanted to get, quote, top money in his position. And basically the Kansas City Chiefs said, you know what? You had an injury-filled season. When you're on the field, you are great for us. You are a captain. You are a team leader. But when you're off the field, we literally fall apart without you. So we are not going to give you top money. We need a player that is going to be helping us long term, 3, 4, 5 years down the road. Tyrann Mathieu turns 30 years old this particular season, and that's old for a NFL defensive player. Let's just be flat honest. Anything over 30, 32 years old, you are old as a defensive player. So for Tyrann Mathieu wanting a 4, 5, 6 year deal, you know, 80, 90, 100 million dollars, whatever his contract top dollar was there, air quotes there. I mean, there's definitely better options out there. Justin Reed comes to mind. And then also this year's draft is full of, you know, really prolific defensive players. So Tyrann Mathieu came out and did an interview with the Kansas City Star, the local Kansas City paper out there, and said he was, quote, heartbroken when the Chiefs did not offer him a contract. What? Tyrann Mathieu, you literally trolled us fans for the first 5, 6, 7 weeks of this season, saying that we are the most toxic fan base in all of the NFL. We don't know a good defense when we see it, and like all this other crap. And then of course, you know, week 7, week 8, you come out and do some PR stunts saying, "Hey, I was just upset. I'm sorry. I love it here." Man, get that crap out of here. I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan. I got a Tyrann Mathieu jersey hanging in my closet. I wore it every Sunday. I loved having Tyrann Mathieu on the team. But when you start trolling the fans, when you start trolling me, saying that I'm toxic, when you want big money, when you, like, yes, you are a good player on the field, but you're not great by any means. You are over the hill, and then you say you're heartbroken? Like, what? You know what this is telling me? This is telling me that you realize that the market for Tyrann Mathieu is not as high as you thought it once was. That's exactly it. This is why you're heartbroken. It's because there's teams not out there like the Pittsburgh Steelers that you went and had a virtual visit with, like the your hometown team and the New Orleans Saints. They're not willing to offer you, quote, top dollar there, and now all of a sudden you are heartbroken. Like, come on, man. Like, do you think we're stupid? Like, do you legitimately think we're stupid? Because when you say this crap, it is pure fluff. Pure fluff. Why do I say it's pure fluff? Because PFF, Pro Football Focus, says that the Philadelphia Eagles are the best fit for you. So the best fit for Tyrann Mathieu is the Philadelphia Eagles. That's why he's heartbroken. Because who wants to go play for the Eagles? Who wants to fly, Eagle, fly? I sure the hell don't. If I had an opportunity to play for the Kansas City Chiefs or the Eagles, hell yeah, I'm going to pick the Kansas City Chiefs. But, you know, I want top dollar. I want this, and this. Like, come on, my man. Come on. That is the only reason why you are heartbroken, because you realize, hey, the Pittsburgh Steelers don't want me. The New Orleans Saints don't want me. The Kansas City Chiefs don't want me. Those are three good opportunities to win a lot of football games. But then the Eagles are my best fit. Like, I would be questioning life as well. I'm just call a spade, my man. I would be questioning life as well when the Philadelphia Eagles are the only suitor for Tyrann Mathieu. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to pack your back saying, it's okay, Honey Badger, come back to us. We'll give you top dollar after you troll our fan base, after you called us toxic, after you played 50% of the snaps last season, and when push comes to shove, you're sitting on the sideline. Like, come on back here, man. We'll give you $100 million. That's the only reason why you're heartbroken, Honey Badger. The only reason why you are heartbroken is because nobody wants you. I said it. I said it. But guys, we are up against the break here on the Man Hour. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Man Hour. We are live every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. If you want to, if you have Apple TV or Roku TV, you can download the Belly Up Sports application on there. Free words, Belly Up and Sports. And we're live there, 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. East Coast time, every Monday through Friday. So be sure to check that out, guys. It is great times over there at Belly Up Sports. That is who we're powered by. We were powered by Belly Up Sports. So, guys, what is coming up? What's coming up? On the other side of the break, we ain't got no time for that. Then we got a Bob Picosi interview with my man BC Combs, and Bob sits down and chops it up for about a half hour. And then we got Combsy on the telephone. A lot of things coming up here, guys, on the Man Hour. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. We'll be right back after this.
Commissioner Cooper from TSS Fantasy. We are the fantasy show of the people. That means we give the people what they want. Expert fantasy advice, leading medical and legal analysis, free contests, and innovative games to keep you entertained. Watch us live with the Tiki Live app on the Belly Up Sports channel, subscribe to us on YouTube, or follow us on all social media platforms. Visit TSSFantasy.com today for all the latest updates from the fantasy show of the people. We put the fun in fantasy.
Yeah!
I use
mayo over sour cream, yeah.
Right. That's because you have high cholesterol. Okay. If you drafted Julio Jones,
You got ghosted.
This is amazing. TSS Fantasy is like an orgasm. If I had a cigarette, I'd smoke it. I'm pumped to be here. This is the show of shows.
TSS Fantasy, the fantasy show of the people.
I was built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on the gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna end.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Go! To last with the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
And that is exactly what time it is, guys. Ain't nobody got time for that. Every Tuesday at 6:30 a.m. right here on youtube.com/manhour, I give you a list of 5 or 6 things that we ain't got no time for. If you guys want to get up here on the old Twitter machine at manhour_sports or manhour_buck, give us a hashtag ain't no time for that and tell us what you ain't got no time for. And we'll bring them in and we'll incorporate them into the show because this is a live interactive show right here, guys, on the Man Hour. So Twitter machine at manhour_buck. And of course, manhour_sports is the actual show. Buck is obviously myself, a personal Twitter page. So the first ain't nobody got time for that. This is not going to be sports related, but if you guys know anything about me, I have a crude sense of humor, right? But like it is what it is. So I drive 65 south to work every day. Like it is usually dark outside when I head to work, so it is hard to see things like around the bend, right? I drive through an area called Spaghetti Junction. There's a lot of weaving and out and a bunch of S-turns and like all that crap. So early in the morning, pitch black outside, right? They have a street cleaner around a blind corner. No heads up. No like, hey, there's a street cleaner. There is left lane close ahead or like whatever, right? They have the flashing arrow with like a truck right in the middle of the left lane, and then the street cleaner right in front of him within, 20, 30 feet or so. No heads up whatsoever. So you're coming around the bend 75, 80 miles an hour, and all of a sudden you got to slam on your brakes and figure out how to get over like without hitting this flashing light dude. Like, what? So, obviously there's a lot of traffic happening. It's rush hour traffic, right? We're speeding, heading to work, trying to get to work on time, cruising and have a grand old time, jamming these to some Tech 9. And then all of a sudden, boom, flashing arrow and the lane's closed. Like, city of Louisville, like, you guys got to give us a heads up. Somebody's going to get killed on this thing. Like, I mean, and you guys clean these streets, like, have you guys drove through downtown Louisville on 65 South? It is the most disgustingest road you have ever seen on the side of the road. There are cars all scattered all over the road from like accidents and crap like that. They've been sitting there for like weeks. There are shredded tires all over the place. There's the trash and pop cans. Like, what are you guys even doing cleaning it? Like, you're wasting your time.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I mean, I definitely understand you guys are trying to keep the city clean and whatnot and get all the people out there and get ready for Derby and all this stuff. But damn, do better. Hashtag do better. Number two. Major League Baseball. MLB.TV. Opening weekend has passed us, right? We are almost a full week into the Major League Baseball season. And I have MLB.TV so I can watch my Kansas City Royals because here in Louisville, we don't get any Royals games whatsoever, right? But I was intrigued because, like, I try to follow the Cincinnati Reds, like, a little bit because they're our local team, right? I mean, granted, they're like an hour, 2 hours away, but they're our local team. Like we had the Louisville Bats here in town, which is a minor league affiliate to the Reds. I believe they're AA, if I'm not mistaken, maybe AAA. I'm not for sure. But nonetheless, the Braves were playing the Reds on opening weekend. It was a Saturday game, I do believe. So I'm intrigued. I want to watch the Reds play. I would like to, watch them play. So I watched my Royals game. We're now 2-0 on the season. I flip over to the Braves game. I'm like, hey, let me check out this game. It's freaking blacked out. What? So I'm paying $129 a year, which is not terrible. I mean, honestly, it's really good for, you get to pretty much watch any game out there except for the ones you want to watch, right? The Reds versus Braves. But it is blacked out. The reason why it is blacked out, I'd assume because, when you have the local channel, because, you have to turn your location on your computer or your phone or your tablet. So with like the Reds being in our area, I'm assuming the Reds were probably on TBS or something to that effect, right? Like, I don't know what channel the Braves play on nowadays. Is it still TBS or TNT or whatever, the Turner stations, right? I'm assuming it was on that, right? Well, here's the issue with that. I'm at work. I'm on my computer. I'm on MLB.TV. I'm on this trying to watch the Reds-Braves game because obviously I cannot watch it on local TV. I don't have TBS at work. I don't have TNT at work or whatever they were playing on, right? Obviously, I don't have it. So why are you guys blocking it out? This irritates the piss out of me. I want to watch one game all freaking weekend, and you black it out because it's on local TV? Come on.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. If I want to watch a game and it's on MLB.TV, I want to click on it. I want to watch it. I don't want to worry about no blackout crap. Next one. So, I am a local football coach. I coach the defensive side of the ball. I love what I do. I love watching the kids grow from freshmen to seniors, get that relationship with them, help them succeed in life, help them succeed on the field, off the field, have a good joke with them, build that relationship, right? Well, we are in summer/spring football right now. Like I guess it's called spring ball, right? We're in this transitional where we're bringing the 8th graders in with the freshmen, sophomores, juniors, because this will be our high school next year, right? So we're bringing the 8th graders in, and we're interacting with them. We're teaching them our defense. We're teaching them our offense. We're teaching them, the basic fundamentals of football. However, I forgot how bad 8th graders stink. When did you guys start to use deodorant? Like 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade? Like this particular class, I don't know what is wrong with them. Yes, I know we're outside working, we're playing hard, we're sweating, we're getting better, right? But damn, they stink. This has to be the worst smelling group of people that I've ever smelled my whole entire life. And I've been around a lot. This is my 5th year coaching, right? So I've had 5 8th grader classes come through, and this one by far is the stinkiest. I don't know if it's just because they have weights before, and then we cool down, and then I don't know, but